An emotional farewell to one local city's finest at 6.
Coming up on today's Good Day Live, Hazel Marie on the road and at the Clay County Fair. She's going to share some of the fun things you'll find there this week. Also today, speaking of fun, Kristen Chenoweth is adding funny to the new season of Trial and Error. I'll talk with her about her role on this satirical show on NBC. Plus, Good Health today shows us how casts for broken bones aren't what they used to be. So if your child gets hurt during the summer months, things are a little different. You'll learn more on the way.
Celebrating what makes the Wabash Valley unique and entertaining. WTWO's Julie Henricks and Hazel Marie Anderson with Good Day Live. Sponsored by Dorset Automotive and the Hoosier Lottery.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Julie Henricks. Hazel Marie is on location in Brazil, and she'll join me later in the show. Thanks for spending part of your day with us right here. We begin with a story that will bring both a smile to your face and a tear to your eye. A young boy died in Iowa, and chances are you've never heard of him until now. After you hear this story, you may never forget. He left an impact in an unusual way by writing his own obituary. NBC's Blake McCoy tells us Garrett Mathias's story.
Off a quiet country road in Iowa, a celebration for a boy you did not know.
Look at that! Yeah!
A boy filled with such life, his early signs of sickness gave his parents pause.
Garrett has always been a goofball. So we sat him down on the bleachers and we had to be very blunt with him and say, are you messing with us?
He wasn't. Garrett Mathias had a rare form of pediatric cancer. He wasn't messing with them either when, with weeks left to live, he suggested writing his own obituary. Funerals are sad, he wrote. I want 5 bouncy houses because I'm 5, Batman, and snow cones. This weekend, he got it. Bouncy houses and snow cones. Superheroes in costume. For the superhero, no longer here.
He just loved his superheroes, and I do think that that's how he was processing things and how he was connecting his life in you know, the 5-year-old way with something very, very evil or something very, very dark.
Garrett told his mom, Emily, and dad, Ryan, I want to be burned, like when Thor's mommy died, and made into a tree so I can live in it when I'm a gorilla. When I die, I'm going to be a gorilla and throw poo at daddy. Words he hoped would draw smiles, not tears. See you later, suckers, he concluded.
We miss the little guy so much.
As the celebration came to a close, music played. His ashes symbolically sent into the water and burned, just like Thor's mom, just like he wanted. Garrett Michael Mathias, a.k.a. the Great Garrett Underpants, was 5 years old. Blake McCoy, NBC News.
Full of such life at only 5. Still to come on Good Day Live, Hazel Marie has found herself in the middle of the action at the Clay County Fair. You're going to see what she's found and what you can do there. But first, Jesse tells us if this fair weather we had today can last all week. His forecast is next.
Hi, Jay Dorman, Dorset Automotive, and on this month's 2-minute test drive, we're going to be checking out the new introduction to the subcompact SUV market, the Hyundai Kona. This car's a lot of fun to drive and has a lot of cool features to it. Let's check it out. The Kona Ultimate that we're driving today has an available 1.6-liter turbo engine with 174 horsepower and 33 miles to the gallon. The Kona engine has a lot to offer, from speed, performance to fuel efficiency. The new compact SUV, the Hyundai Kona, surrounds passengers with advanced safety technologies like forward collision, advanced assist with pedestrian detection. The vehicle also offers driver attention warning and BlueLink mobile app for your smartphone use. Base price on the Kona starts off at about $19,500 and well equipped for just around $30,000. The Hyundai Kona also comes with Hyundai Assurance, which is a 5-year, 60 bumper-to-bumper warranty, 10-year, 100,000 engine transmission, and 5-year unlimited roadside assistance. Other luxury features consist of an 8-way power adjustable seat, sunroof, 8-inch touchscreen monitor with navigation, Blue Link system, dual climate control, and one of the new features I've seen on some of the newer small SUVs is an LCD heads-up display that pops out of the dash. Kona has available wireless charging pad, big enough to fit any of the latest smartphones. Kona doesn't lack in power. When you accelerate to get out into traffic, the 1.6 liter gives you a nice smooth acceleration. I hope you've enjoyed the test drive this month on Hyundai's new Kona. For more information on the Kona, you can stop by any one of our 2 locations on South US Highway 41 or check us out on the web at DorsetAutomotive.com. I'll see you next month.
Welcome back, everyone. Another one of those days where we're like, let's just keep it like this through the dog days of summer.
Wouldn't that be nice? And I'll tell you what, I do think the hottest of the summer's over.
Do you really
I think the second half is going to be better than the first half. Well, everything looks like that.
Good, because oftentimes that's not the case.
I know.
I'm glad.
And we've had plenty of hot, so let's move on, right?
Let's move on.
That's right. But today, pretty
gorgeous.
Nice. Take a look out there. Sunshine mixed with a few clouds, but it's been one of those nice days as we take a look with our Graber Post building camera. Looking off to the south, down towards the south side of Terre Haute. All looks good up that way. And, well, the reason why, there's really not much going on. Out west, there's a little rain and some cloud cover, but around here, really not much shaking at all. Temperatures are warm, but not excessively humid. And actually, that's about where it should be. In the upper 80s across the area out there right now. Here's your forecast. Look at this. Mostly clear and cooler tonight, dropping down to 57 degrees. That's several degrees below normal. During the day tomorrow, we warm only to 83, so not as warm. It'll be very pleasant. And overall, temperatures look pretty good as we head through the next several days. We do have some rain chances in here by Friday and the weekend, but look at those temperatures. Saturday and Sunday highs may not even hit 80 degrees. We definitely have a break from the heat over the next several days.
On the road with GDL, sponsored by Hoosier Lottery.
Well, the Clay County Fair is underway, and the weather is beautiful in Brazil, Indiana. It's where we find Hazel Marie, who has found the perfect person to talk to in order to learn more about this year's 4-H fair. Hazel Marie?
I sure did, Julie. You know, it may be a little hot, so I found some shade and a couple friends. I'm here with royalty, the queen for this year's 4-H, correct? It's Alicia Long. Alicia, thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Now, who do we have here?
This is Thule.
She is a show rabbit. I've been dying to say this. So we are here in the Rabbit and Poultry Barn. Now, for people who may not know how important 4-H is, what exactly do you guys do?
It's about learning and experiencing something you can't learn in school. It's about being part of a family. This whole fairgrounds is a big family, all come together. This whole week is about the animals, learning something in family, not about winning, being part of a family.
Being a part of family it is, and there's something special about you. You actually joined the National Air Guard?
Yes.
Wow, first of all, thank you. But what made you want to join?
Being part of a team that's bigger than myself, I've always been on a volleyball team, and knowing that someone supports you all the time, no matter what your decision is the greatest feeling I could ever ask for.
Well, thank you so much. And the great feeling is being here with the 4-Hers, with this beauty right here. Now, what type of rabbit is this?
It's a meat rabbit.
Excuse me, a meat rabbit? Yes. You know I'm a city girl, so what, to make stew?
You could use that, yes.
Well, speaking about food, there's amazing things that are going on today. The fish fry, I mean, it's been going on before you and I were even thought of. Where do the proceeds go?
That goes back to the 4-H Council and goes back to our fairgrounds to re-innovate buildings and getting benches around them and fixing up our show arena. It always needs improvements.
And there's other fun things, too, after you fill your belly with the delicious fish fry. What other things are going on?
We actually have musical chairs tonight at 8:30. Anyone can participate. It's a blast. We have a little prize at the end. We have a singer tonight. She is amazing.
Do you sing too?
No.
Did you have a talent?
Maybe in the shower, but no, not anywhere else. I sing in the shower. I do not have a talent.
You actually do, because you show. What other things did you show when you were in 4-H?
I had showed almost every animal except cows and rabbits and sheep.
Oh my goodness. Coming up after the break, you can show me how you showed the pigs, correct?
Yes, I sure will.
Oh my goodness. And then we can't forget about the blood drive, because that is, you can always give, regardless if you don't want to eat the food, you can give some blood as well.
Right. Yes, and we also have other vendors around here. We have Chinese food. It is the best Chinese food ever. I eat it every day. It's probably not the healthiest, but it's really good.
But you know what? It's all right. It's okay because you look good.
It's a fair week.
Exactly. So calories don't count.
Right. You sweat so much, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Not at all. Well, congratulations to you and your reign. And if you had something to tell the kids that are watching at home why they should join 4-H, what would it be?
Being part of this family and learning what you can't learn in class, and having these animals is a great experience. You learn, you have to get up in the morning, feed them. Your parents can't always help you. You have to do it yourself and learn the best.
Well, thank you so much, and I'm learning a ton just hanging out with you. We're here at the farm, well, the rabbit and poultry barn, and coming up, you're going to show me some pigs. Julie, back to you.
Oh, Hazel Marie, those rabbits are darling. Thank you so much. We'll check in with Hazel coming up once again. But when we return, Trial and Error Season 2 is about to begin. The show will not only make you laugh out loud, it'll make you think, too. Kristin Chenoweth stars in this season, and she's going to share with us some of the highlights next.
We're your calm before, during, and after the storm. Download the WTWO News app today.
The truck rolled multiple times. The night it happened, I thought it was whiplash till the next morning.
We came over here to the quick care. They were wonderful. They just said most injuries like this, you never make it to the hospital. You just don't live through it.
We're here for that very purpose. It is much better for you to come in us to go, you know, it's just a little strain, go home and rest, than to sit at home and learn that it's something as severe as a fracture in the neck. You are a part of this community, and it is absolutely amazing to watch them kick into gear and take care of their family.
ISU Credit Union, what can we do for you? Just ask.
For nearly 60 years, ISU Credit Union has been serving the Wabash Valley. We offer traditional loan and savings products as well as technological advances for online account access. Visit us online at isukreditunion.com or stop by our North 3rd Street location to learn about how you can experience the credit union difference.
ISU Credit Union, just ask what we can do for you. Just ask. Just ask.
This week on NBC, we are all anxiously awaiting the return of Trial and Error. This time, Trial and Error Lady Killer. And the lady joins us today. Kristin Chenoweth, welcome to Good Day Live.
Thank you.
You know, we got a taste last season of what I think had to be one of the funniest yet most intriguing shows on NBC. So tell me, this season, what can our viewers expect from your crazy character?
Oh, this character is, she's very, very out there. Lavinia Beck Foster I play. She's the First Lady of East Pick. And of course the cast of characters, I call it Crazy Town. They're all there with her, and she's been accused of murdering her husband and throwing him in the river. And I cannot confirm or deny that, just so you know. But I will say that Lavinia has been one of the most fun characters I've ever had to play. Plus I love the way that the director and producer decided to shoot it. They shoot it mockumentary style, so documentary, but we're, you know, sort of mocking that style, and it was so fun to do, and I just had to do a lot of things I've never done before or haven't done in a long time, like swimming and cannonball and, you know, diving, and, you know, I haven't done archery before. I now say I think I'm pretty good at it, and Lavinia's, you know, she's beloved and loved in her town, and people can't believe she's on trial for murder.
Well, this season, I'm sure, will be like last, where, I mean, I'm not trying to obviously make light of the whole O.J. Simpson trial, but in all honesty, last season you're like, oh, he did it, oh, he didn't, oh, I don't know, oh, you're questioning the entire season whether or not the person committed the crime. Will we be that way with Lavinia?
Yeah, we will. I think what happens here is sooner you come to a a conclusion. But trust me when I say there are so many twists and turns at the end, you couldn't possibly figure it out.
And the twists and turns are hilarious, I have no doubt. So what's it like when you're in these moments and in these scenes? Do you ever have, did you have any times where you're like, take 2, take 10, because you can't stop laughing?
Absolutely I did, and everybody else did too. When I say I'm with people from my own planet, I mean this cast, we are all from the same place. And one thing I loved is we all wanted each other to do great. So ultimately you start laughing and you're really trying hard not to. I mean, I worked mostly with Nick, and Lavinia doesn't know anyone's name. She just calls him Lawyer. So I worked mostly with Lawyer, and sometimes his facial expressions were so funny and deadpan that, I mean, how am I supposed to be still and not laugh? So we got the giggles a lot, and lots of times I had to pull it together. The director's like, Kristen, stop it, or I'd do things to make other people laugh just to do it. And we just had, that was the kind of family it was, you know. I really miss everybody so much.
You have, I feel like, the most contagious smile. Whether you're acting or singing or whatever you're doing, you're one of those people, when I see you, I just grin from ear to ear. How do you maintain that positivity all the time?
Thank you. Well, I think it's a good, thank you. It's an important question to ask. There is a conception about me that I am just happy all the time and everything's perfect. But of course that's not real life. And I have down times just like everybody, and bad times and bad days. I think one of the things I'm doing as I get a little bit older is I'm starting to really own it. I'll tell people around me that are close with me or with me, I'll say, I'm not in a good mood today, just FYI, so that they know, you know. And also I'm trying to remember that life's short. It's a blessing, you know, and even in the yucky days, I'm like, you know what, Kristen, even this is a blessing. And it's a choice, and it's a reminder to yourself, you know, to just say that to yourself a lot.
Well, you're a blessing to a lot of people, and I have to ask before we run out of time, when can we expect more great music from you? Because you're multi-talented, Kristen, so I need to know what's next.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. Right now, I'm in the studio recording what will be my next album, which will come out on Mother's Day. And I think you'll like the fact that I've titled it For the Girls. It's about all the women who've, singers who've really influenced me in my singing life. And I just pay homage to singers like Linda Ronstadt and Dolly Parton and Sandy Patty, and just a lot of singers Eva Cassidy, who've really influenced me. And I hope people like it.
I guarantee they will, and your positivity shines today here on Good Day Live. Thank you so much for talking to us. Trial and Error Lady Killer this Thursday on NBC. Thanks, Kristen.
Thanks for having me.
On the Road with GDL, sponsored by Hoosier Lottery.
Well, like promised, I have a special thing. We have a pig runway. Our queen actually used to show pigs. So what exactly goes into it when you show a pig?
Well, you'll actually buy it right when it comes off out of the breeding pens. And when you're judging it, you want to look for their square shoulders, nice round rump, flat down its back, walks really well, carries its weight very well, and then when it turns around, you know, you can see right down its back real straight.
Now, who do we have here? This is a handsome fella.
His name's Rudolph.
Rudolph, he's not a reindeer, he's a pig. Now, what would you say, what would you judge this pig as? Is it like a scale of 1 to 10, or?
Oh, it'd definitely be a 10 for me. I'd show this pig any day of the year.
Oh my gosh. Now, how do you train a pig? Like, do you get special treats if they do it right? Like walk right? What goes on?
Yes, they actually love marshmallows. When I had pigs, I actually taught mine to sit with a marshmallow like a dog and roll over and stuff like that. Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, but I've heard pigs are actually really smart.
Yes, they are very smart and can be stubborn.
Can be stubborn. Oh my goodness. So what exactly is this? He's leading him to show, like, what exactly? Do they have to walk in a circle, or?
They just walk in a straight line with their head held high like they know what they're doing.
And then just let them go.
Yep.
Now, you can get a pretty penny for a pig, right?
Yes. If you work hard with it, have the food going into it, you'll get money out of it.
No. where you see, I'm in the wrong business, people. I think, can I start up in 4-H and show pigs?
No, but your kids can if you have kids one day.
Okay, one day my kids will show in 4-H. You know, thank you so much for joining us. And then don't forget, there's a pig show on Wednesday, as well as other activities Wednesday and Thursday. You know, Julie, I'm having so much fun out here. I think I might try to show a pig. Back to you.
I think you'd do a great job, Hazel Marie. Thank you so much. A lot of fun to be had at the Clay County Fair. So enjoy for the next couple of days. Now, when we return, in good health, if your child gets hurt, what kind of pain medicine should you avoid? We'll tell you. And later, don't you dare avoid entering this week's Friday freebie, because it's a good one. We'll have details later in the show.
What separates the Von Burn Canine Training Center from the rest?
When I took him to the other place, it just all fell apart. I stopped and called John, and I've been here ever since. Every time we come, we learn something new, that it's worth every penny, that if they want a dog that's going to behave and be a good dog for the rest of its life, then they need to come to John.
Bring your four-legged friend in for a free evaluation today. We offer lifetime obedience courses from trainers with 44 years of experience. All breeds welcome. Call today or visit the Von Burn Canine Training Center located next to Boot City.
Serving fresh sushi. Remember our lunch hibachi special starting at just $10.95 and our 3-roll maki just $12.95. And don't forget about the fun. Come celebrate Tokyo!
The community is mourning tonight after the loss of a local fire chief. How those who worked alongside Chief Clay Scheidler are remembering him tonight at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. Were you one of the millions of customers eager for Amazon Prime deals only to log on and get error messages? It was a subprime start to one of Amazon's biggest sale events. The online shopping giant site crashing minutes into the 36-hour promotional sale. NBC's Tom Costello reports.
An epic online shopping event not quite ready for prime time this year. NBC News got exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the Prime Day War Room during preparations for Amazon's biggest sale of the year, designed to celebrate the founding of Amazon 24 years ago. Before this year's Prime Day kicked off, Amazon executives were projecting confidence.
It's really energizing. This is our Super Bowl, and you know, people sort of, you know, we work all year, if you like, and train all year for days like this.
But the big day ended up being a bumpy ride for consumers. Millions of users seeking deals ended up with error messages and apology puppies. The retail giant apparently unable to handle the traffic load on Prime Day. Frustrated shoppers airing their gripes on social media. One writing, Amazon Prime Day is making me feel like the kids in line to Build-A-Bear on Pay Your Age Day who didn't get a stuffed animal. While others joked that the outages were helping them save so much money after all. Amazon has not yet explained what caused the problems, writing on Twitter that while many are shopping successfully, some customers are having difficulty shopping and we're working to resolve the issue quickly. The company, which did not respond to NBC's request for comment, offered no further details.
Yeah, right now we don't know what caused the problem, and Amazon actually isn't saying. Amazon, you know, getting a very slow and rough start to one of its own self-generated promotional days is hard to believe.
The slow start could threaten the estimated $3.4 billion Amazon was expected to rake in this Prime Day alone. And even if it does recover, this is not what the company's exacting founder and CEO likely had in mind.
Amazon's big event is actually Prime Day and a half because it doesn't end until 3 a.m. Eastern Time Wednesday morning. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is not only the richest person in the world, now he's also the richest person in modern history. The Bloomberg Billionaires Index lists him at more than $150 billion. That's $55 billion richer than Bill Gates, who was at number 2. Bezos' wealth has more than doubled during the past 2 years as Amazon's stock has skyrocketed.
Good Health is sponsored by Horizon Health.
Well, for kids, breaking a bone during the summer can feel like the end of the world. But with new technology, wearing a cast does not have to slow you down. Brennan McDavid has more.
Starting summer with a break, literally.
I was roller skating and trying to do a trick I didn't even learn yet, kind of being a daredevil.
Instead of landing on her feet, 10-year-old Kylie Dugan landed on her left arm.
It felt like a million needles inside, like poking my muscle, and my bone just felt like out of place.
This isn't her first broken bone, but it is her first waterproof cast.
The technology has gotten significantly better. They're easier to dry, they're easier to put on.
Dr. Michael Beckish says he treats 50 to 100 fractures per week during the summer.
We spend a lot of time putting casts on, taking casts off.
20 years ago, you had to wrap it up in trash bags to keep it from getting wet.
It was a miserable experience. You had a plaster cast put on. It took 20 or 25 minutes to put it on. You had to wait for it to dry.
Now Beckish says the inside liner is water resistant, while the padding and cast itself are waterproof.
Just make sure they drain it, let the excess water out.
Add 16 color options, and wearing a cast just got a whole lot more fun.
That's all that's important to a kid is they can draw on it, they can get it wet.
If you could just put me in the ocean, I would stay there.
I broke my leg at 13. I assure you there was nothing good about that particular time in my life. Experts say waterproof casts usually more expensive, and not all insurance companies will cover that added cost. Now, if your child breaks a bone or experiences major trauma, make sure you're educated about the medicines they're prescribed. Children taking opioids, even for relatively mild conditions, may be at risk of dangerous side effects. A Vanderbilt University study shows 15% of kids and teens in Tennessee's Medicaid program received an opioid prescription for a minor procedure or infection. 1 in every 2,600 of these prescriptions resulted in an ER visit, hospital admission, or even death due to the side effects. The majority taking the drugs were prescribed for things like dental procedures, outpatient surgery or medical procedures, trauma, or minor infections. New space under construction at Horizon Health in Paris, Illinois. This is the groundbreaking by volunteers for a 3,100 square foot building that will house the gift shop, cafe, inpatient pharmacy, and conference room. Construction is adjacent to the Garden of Hope, and the new gift shop is expected to open by the end of the year. Coming up after the break, how does a little spirit tasting sound to you? Well, this week's freebie includes just that from a distillery in French Lick. More on what it includes after the break.
Good Day Live is brought to you by DorsetAutomotive.com.
For a better experience in live market value pricing, go to DorsetAutomotive.com. Check out all of your options on new Hyundais, Nissans, Mitsubishis, and Fords. It's all right here at DorsetAutomotive.com, so give us a try before you buy.
A bowling paradise awaits you at Brazilian Lanes. Join us for parties, glow bowl, and open bowling. Fall leagues are forming now. And don't forget about our daily lunch specials and Sunday dinner. Brazilian Lanes on U.S. Highway 40 in Brazil, Indiana.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Welcome back. Let me preface this week's Friday freebie by saying you do have to be 21 or older to enter to win. And what you're winning is a wonderful opportunity to enjoy a tour and tasting at the Spirits of French Lick. This will be for 2, and you will also get the souvenir shot glasses as well. Now, tours at the Spirits of French Lick are Saturdays only. If you don't win, but you're interested in checking out this distillery, you can do so online at spiritsoffrenchlick.com or call the number on the screen if you'd like to schedule your tour today. Along with that, you're also getting 2 cool shot glasses that you can keep at home. You're getting $20 worth of scratch-off tickets from the Hoosier Lottery, and you're getting Life Water from Pepsi. All of this could be yours by logging on to mywabashvalley.com. Go to the Good Day Live page and scroll down till that Friday freebie logo shows up, and then you click to register to win. Tomorrow, Hazel Marie is back in studio, and we're going to take you to one of our favorite spots in southern Indiana, Patoka Lake. The Patoka Lake Winery serving up so many wonderful wines and good times, and we're going to share our visit and how you can enjoy time there. Until tomorrow, I hope you have a good day.